Hello, hello. Welcome to day 12. Well, yesterday it was a good day. I felt really light and, yeah, uninhibited. But that usually comes with a backlash, right? It usually means the next day, like, oh, I'm wanting that experience again. And then the next day usually is more challenging. But I wrote this up here. And perfect no matter what. That's my reminder. That no matter whatever is happening right now, that it can never not be perfect. In this one moment, that's all there is. In this one moment, I can't do any better than this one moment. I'm going to put my watch on to charge before nighttime. So, as always, these videos are completely for myself. This is emotional strength training where I lean into all that I fear. And I just remembered I need to close some programs or else it could pop up on me. And I'll put my phone here as an alternative. And I am back. Okay. I'm starting to feel really comfortable just being here. Like just now, I would have been freaking out a little bit when I got internally distracted. But I'm really starting to have a feeling of comfort with these live videos, talking to myself as a video diary of where I am, my progress. It is April 12th of 2025. It's 4 days until my birthday. And I don't really care about the birthday itself except that I will be turning 28. I just like the number 8. That's my gift, right? It's that I'm excited. Um yeah, that I'm going to step into my life purpose. And this is already part of my life purpose. This is me doing the shadow work, me going into my depth, my basement, right? This is my basement. And raising the floor of my being. Instead of trying to reach for the roof, instead of trying to reach to become my highest self, and that's a trap. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to into my basement, into the really ick emotions that I don't want to feel. Emotions like being ashamed of myself, uh, feeling embarrassed, feeling hurt, betrayed, lonely. These are all just feelings. And one of the transmutations I have is they're all just the flavor of the moment. There's only now. There can be nothing but now, right? This is pure logic. Anytime I feel frustrated, impatient, I have forgotten that point. And even now, as I say it, I can bring myself back here. I do it by pulling my attention from wherever it was back into this realm. Right now, boom. I'm looking at my outer edges. I can see this in my entire... Anyways. It is right now. It is perfect no matter what. I'm literally doing the best I can. And if this is not good enough for somebody, including myself, I'm sorry. This is literally the best I got. I can't give any more. I'm literally giving my complete all right now. There's no more. There's no more. Yes, even my own judgments of myself says like, oh, that's it? I'm performing terribly. It's like, yeah, if you're disappointed, so am I. Oh, disappointment. Yeah. But again, that's just the flavor. And this flavor won't even last unless we run away from it. If we just keep feeling it, it can't last. That's why it stops becoming a C, and it's more like a kiddie pool. Yay. And now I kind of have to like keep my head underwater, right? In order to like to stay small. I want to stay really small and really depressed for as long as possible until my body naturally just like gets done with it, and then I don't have to try anymore. Otherwise, life stays a continuous effort. But there's only so many emotions. There's only so many emotions, and they're all in the now. And it's always perfect, no matter what. It's only the flavor of the moment. Flavor of the moment. So that is just pure logic. Flavor of the now. What have I been doing? I have been expanding my encoding. Again, this is what I call white papering. I literally just take one piece of blank paper and I use a mechanical pencil. Doesn't really even matter, 0.7 or 0.5. I just, whatever is on hand. And I just start drawing. And it's kind of the same drawing every time. And is this control panel. And because I use it in graphical form, it's the same control panel every single time, I memorize it. And when I've done it so many times, it just comes. So how I use it, again, this is just a video diary, right? As of now, I am able to come back to the now. When I start feeling like I'm wasting time, I need to check in on my map to see where I am. So I'm usually activated R3, which means I'm piping in a reality from somewhere else, like an audiobook, or I'm watching a movie, or I'm scrolling Facebook. Scrolling Facebook is actually the most emotionally dysregulating. Once I realize that, I don't beat myself up for it. I just shift, right? I have my routines down. So let's see here. I'm just going to quickly, this is This is what I do now. Like, I don't need anything. I have a blank piece of paper, and now I'm able to redraw my entire control panel. If I am stuck feeling like I'm wasting time, it's usually because I am stuck in the emotional trauma shield. So I'm playing, watching videos, scrolling Facebook. Right, so this holds the bad feelings at bay. What I've gotten really good at these days is getting my routines down and not fighting myself. I know exactly why I do my routines. So this is how we get out of the emotional sea, by doing the routines, the things we need to do. My morning routine is governed by the formula, the health formula: rest, fuel, clean, dress, exercise, stretch, and balance. It's very simple. Did I get enough sleep? Fuel. Oh, did I actually haven't done my protein and vitamins tonight? See, that is a reminder. It's a checklist that I don't need to carry with me. It's always here. Fuel. I have proteins and vitamins. Clean, shower, brush my teeth. Actually haven't done that tonight. Again, see, that's more things I will be doing as part of my routine. I did do 30 minutes of slow elliptical because my body's still a little tweaked out, and then I went for a 50-minute walk. So I am getting my exercise in again. All right, then I want to reward my system somehow. Nowadays, simply me doing white paper is already rewarding myself because I can feel it deepening those neural pathways, shifting it from systems 2, which takes conscious thought, into system 1, which is automatic. Anyways, I know what it means. I don't need to explain it. Okay. This is emotional strength training. This is what I'm doing right now. Come on out. Anyways, I don't always feel like doing it, and that's the whole point. I can simply let go of all emotional effort. Okay, well, let's draw the experiential dimension. Right, so these are the dimensions of our reality. Experiential, from the inside out. Physical. Emotional. Symbolic. And social. I have that. Oh, that's not. And the health equation. These are the two things I coach myself with every single day. This is how I have a map. I am mapping what is. So I'm telling myself this is a a video diary of my progress. I think of myself as a scientist of the moment of my own life. And there's many things that I'm not yet able to track or hold, but this is what I have right now. Right. Rest, fuel, clean, dress, exercise, stretch, and balance. I kind of want to shift it to mental, emotional, physical. I wonder if this training, I like it. And rewarding myself. Anyways, okay. This is fully embodied spirituality, moment by moment. So now let's do the spell. Slow down. Feel the pulse of the moment. I've worked really hard to get here. I spent so many hours doing live videos even though I don't always feel like it. And then it has allowed me to have space. So, what if I realized one day, it just occurred to me that, wait, every single word I speak was already poetry? What if every single movement was already dance? And every sound I make is already song? And we just chain these moment by moment of pure embodiment. What is a life but a series of moment by moment? And we link that for our entire life. I'm judging myself, wanting to be better. And remember, this is perfect imperfection, perfect depression, perfect mistake. It's just scoot it over a little bit. Every moment is perfect, no matter what, including the improvements we're doing, including the struggles, and including the self-judgment. Okay. My brain just told me, well, the judgment simply is pointing the way of who I want to be. Ooh. If I was perfectly satisfied, I would not be... it's very ironic, right? If I was perfectly satisfied, I wouldn't judge myself so critically and simply be okay with being mediocre. But I know other people can do better. I know I've seen videos. There are better ways to talk. There are cleaner ways to express ideas. Even though if I can't do them right now, I will be able to do that eventually. But right now I'm not doing structure. I'm not doing training. I'm just getting through the emotional part. That stops me from all of it. The fear, the anxiety. So, I am intentionally going into my basement. Yes, I'm repeating myself. Let's celebrate. I'm underwater. I feel frozen. I feel like I'm using effort. Oh no. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. This is wealth. Okay. Health, wealth, relationships. in 1, 2, and 3 ascending tiers. Wealth. I'm still working out these categories. So these are all still a work in progress. Let's reduce this. Okay, there we go. Don't look. Every time I redraw it, I learn it a little better. So here's how I draw money. This is me sliding down a slope. The more money I have, the longer I can coast. And every debt I need to pay is like a little chunk that gets taken out of this ice. And the moment I run out of money, boom, I'm going to crash into the ground and bankrupt. So the goal is not to run out of money buffer. Okay? Then we exchange those monies for physical things. There's 3 ways to store physical things: on a flat surface, on hooks, or in containers of some kind. Right. Okay. I'm working on learning how to clean, organize, and declutter. And that's one of my weaknesses. And I'm simply going to state it out loud. I'm going to state all my weaknesses out loud. This is part of my shadow work. State all weaknesses out loud. All weaknesses out loud. This starts to bring my shadow out of the shadows over and over and over. And then I will keep working on it over and over. So one of my weaknesses are physical organization. But I'm pretty proud of this realization that there's only 3 ways to store something. And I'm looking around. It's pretty much, you know, I can store it on a physical flat surface, shelves. I can put it in a box, contain it, or I can hang it up somewhere in a hook. So, one second. I do remember, I think I need to, I want my mute button to work. And for that to work, I think I need to turn it on before the live video is open. So when it kicks in, it will simply activate so my device knows it's activated. I think that's what I need to do. I'm always frustrated when this mute doesn't work. Anyways, let's do this. Okay. Okay. Money. Okay. First order wealth is literal wealth I have right now. Savings and debts. 24 minutes. Okay. So, I've narrowed it down to physical space. So I'm clearing my desk out. I have more space to work with. I've cleaned my room. That's a celebration, right? I've cleared out a lot of spaces here so I can look out the window more cleanly again. It just feels so much better. It's actually wealth that I have space. It's a physical space. Physical things. So I have my house. I have my vehicle. I'm in my room, so I want to make sure I clean my room. My bags. I'm packing for a trip. That's something I was doing. All right. And then one step above that is wealth generation. So job, career, or business. So I'm running on this little treadmill. If it's a job, I'm making money. And then I always want to put systems here, but I'm not even sure if it's here. Yeah, it's here. It's part of the... Okay, so second tier is all about the business systems that generate wealth to sustain everything else that's under here. Wealth 3 is about my life purpose. Going from A to B. I want to make a lot of money. Financial bodhisattva. Win, win, win. Develop a superpower. And exchange that for money. And then everything is self-sustaining. Remember, it is a one-player game. I am only competing with myself. Okay. And for me, I've narrowed it down to I teach self-coaching and I do self-coaching. That's it. That's all we ever do. That's as meta as it gets. Alright, relationships. On the lowest tier is close relationships. Hello. People I need to get back to. Something like that. Second order relationships is my community. Business community, social community, and or causes. And relationships on the highest tier is we're all one, it's all me. I'm just talking to myself. It does take a while to get fully integrate that into my being. I still need to remember self-defense and community self-defense. And then my boundaries are pretty darn good these days. To the point that I am soft and fluffy. I don't need to be aggressively defensive anymore. I simply say no thank you to being yelled at or blamed or anything I don't really want. I just say no thank you and I pull my attention and that's it. And then I allow for anything else to come in. Anything else? Well, I'm not super good at what I do want yet, but I kind of know. Anything else. So, anyways. And then it's shadow work. All my judgments about other people are really just judgments about myself and my shadow side. So to find out more about my shadow side, I look at my judgments. Okay. Yes, yep, okay. So, state all my weaknesses out loud. Emotional strength training. Remember that we are emotional immortals. Everything is based out of health, wealth, relationships. There's the box of liberation. especially for live videos. I don't talk about harming myself or others. Myself or others. I don't give away informational security. And I'm not physically loud and disruptive where I am. And I've mastered my daily routines. Whether I feel like it or not, I get enough sleep, rest, fuel, clean, and then I'm working on building my life, my castle. Once this is solidified, then we can start really doing shadow work and dives and roleplay, whatever. Okay. I have a wave of something. My brain wants to keep talking. I think that's one of the requests, is that when I listen to myself, I like to keep hearing myself talk to know that I'm still there or the connection hasn't dropped. So that's one of the influences in my brain right now. It's a perfect influence. I could drop it if I really need to or want to. And it doesn't matter. Alright, well, this is perfect. What was the theme? No matter what. It is now. Oh, okay. Hyper game strategies. Oh, I have ultra utilization, proanoia. Proanoia? Is it proanoia? Proanoia. 3000. So any hesitation I feel is the hesitation I'm supposed to feel, because I need to get through that. So I'm just eating through. Ooh, terribleism. That's great. I think feeling bored is actually a good thing, because that means I'm no longer super anxious, because I've done this so many times. Ultra utilization. Ultra utilization. Which means everything that happens to me, I can use it no matter what. Even if it feels bad or somebody does something to me, it just means that's a lesson for what not to do. And then I use universal celebration. Universal celebration. Which just means I celebrate absolutely everything. It's like, yay! I'm struggling. Yay, I'm not struggling. Yay, it feels like I'm getting to the other side. Oh, nope, it's back. Or, yay! Because no matter what, if it's back, it means I'm gonna eat it up right now and burn through it. If it's not, it's like, wait, I think I'm on the other side. I think I've gone through most of my whatever, exposure therapy. Moving on. Okay. Alright. Last time, I was super excited because I felt so free. Today, I still feel most of it. I still feel 80%. Because the day before it was so bad, right? See, it's all a comparison. It's just like, it was so bad yesterday. Then today is, and then yesterday was like, oh my gosh, I can think. And then today, compared to this, I'm not feeling that elation. It's because I didn't have the comparison of the day before. I'm now comparing it to a good day, and then nothing quite feels that good. Or can it? So, let's see how fast I can explain. No. I was going to say how fast I can explain the entire Enlightened Mastery system. Nah. Let's do self-coaching framework. Basically, it's just what I am going to do for the next 24 hours. Brainstorm. And let's celebrate what I did do the last 24 hours. Well, let's do that first. I cleaned out my car. Put a bed in it for the camping trip. I went for a 15-minute walk. 20 to 30 minutes light elliptical. Back on the physical health. And I deepened my control panel. That's part of what I wanted to talk about, or what I want to do live. Ground of physical being. This is the moment by moment awareness. Control panel. This is the mind. This is the emotional regulation. This is the emotional fitness gym. This is the 3x3. This is the dimensions of our reality. Plus the little corner bits. The general strategy and who we are. This is the no effort, let go. If it blanks out, you just let it go. Yantra, the becoming source yantra. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the roots of reality. This side is 1, 2, 3, 4. That side is hyper game strategies. That is all the different maps combined. So even looking at this high altitude view, my brain already kind of has an idea of what's actually in it. It's chunking. So I'm chunking all the different system all the way up, all the way down. And it all collapses down into the cube. That's the brain's singular point. Because even this part is just an expansion of this part. The ground of physical being is pretty much the 3x3 put into a stretched out format, which holds the rest of my life. I don't have projects. Interesting. I don't have projects. Time. I don't have time and planning. Most of these things are timeless. And then projects. Interesting. So this is kind of the control panel minus the projects. At every moment, there's me looking at my eyes and processing physical, emotional, social, symbolic. I guess if I was planning, I would be planning in the mental realm. Plan, do, play. The five-line phrase. The 5 desires. And the 5 rules of reality. Not rules, but 5 statements. I'm going to call them 5 statements. They're not really rules. Statements. Okay. Mostly that's just for my brain. And I see that time and the projects are not in there. Those are more like action sheets. Day by day, what I can be doing. Okay. I am letting go of any plans. I'm letting go of any striving right now. Doing my 1 breath meditation. Breath, speed, posture, emotional effort. Okay. I'm here. I'm sitting on the ground of nothingness, from which all things come. I'm seeing what could naturally arise. I'm seeing the entire control panel that I've been drawing. What should I do for the next 24 hours? Okay. Print EMUs. They take time for me to print them out. My printer. And then I need to fold them. I want to pack, clothes, electronics, mostly just the papers. What else? Chairs. The bag of miscellaneous. Snacks. Drinks. Lights. Gonna bring my pole, my dragon staff, tea staff. Hi, Tatao. That's my parents going to bed. Okay. Pack. Yeah, I'm not really embarrassed by that anymore. I mean, I might be. I can be, but It's interesting how my emotions have naturally shifted. Did you catch that? It has naturally shifted. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not spending any effort. I'm just disclosing it over and over. I'm not hiding anything. And if I'm not hiding it from the world, I guess my brain says there's no need to hide it inside either. If I'm not hiding it from the world, my subconscious doesn't need to hide it from myself either. Doesn't need to hide it from myself either. At least that's the theory. And as I'm stating it out loud, it seems that my subconscious automatically shifts it into acceptance, but I also state this as a statement out loud, saying, all this moment is perfect. I'm feeling the emotions. I'm staying with it. The live video kind of holds the focus on it so I don't just drift away. It activates my social brain. Anyways, come back to here. Yeah. Right, so I want to pack. I want to print more EMUs. And what do I want to do? I can help build my dad's cushion for his wheelchair. Anyways, what else? Let's go over the categories. Rest fuel, well, I need to ... for tonight is protein, vitamins, brush teeth, shower. None of that is new. I folded my clothes. Finished putting covers on the bed in the car. Pillow. Clothes. Something in case things get wet, like a wet bag, maybe. Clean, like washcloths or shampoo. Swimwear. Maybe there's a sauna, I don't remember if there is. Or hot tub. I don't think I'll bring my iPad. Yep. Okay, I'll think more about it. So mostly it's packing. I don't think I want to do contact improv. I'm gonna do my regular daily routine. And then health. What else? Oh, the fence. Do I want to build the fence? There's an outlet that I can install in my house. Mow the lawn before I go. But I may wait a day or so, but it doesn't really matter. Mow the lawn. Clean my room some more. I'm just free associating now. Still thinking. In case I'm just listening to audio, I want to know that I already know. I'm not going to say it again. Okay. What else? Well, I was all excited yesterday. And then today, I want to keep that excitement. See, that's the chase. That's the part that says this moment is not enough. I want to feel good. I want to feel excited. I want to feel thrilled. And I will. Don't even need to contradict that. I'm just going to state it out loud and then move on. It's part of the trap. It's chasing that high. Yep. Don't work with certain types of people. Yes, brain. Brain. Okay. Let's see how fast I can draw the view screen, the control panel. Locus of control. Golden eye. Seeing people in the highest potential, but also fully just loving them as they are. Eye of universal acceptance. Fear HUD. R2, R1, R0, R-1. Trauma shield. We don't want to feel that. Game 0, game 1. R2. R3 is piping in something from outside. Which there's a lot from the world. A lot to choose from nowadays. This is the world. There's an alarm for when I am triggered and it's taken over my reality. There's a train tunnel here. What's coming out of it? Oh, trains of thought. Okay. I can zoom in to something, anything. both out in the world or in my own thoughts. Or I can zoom out. I can toggle between the dimensions and take actions. But I'm also reminding myself every moment is just a flavor. There's only now. Forever now. Alright. And then these are love earbuds. Earplugs. Hear nothing except love. Right. Breath. Drop the speed. Posture. There's another posture guy. Effort. Emotional effort. Effortless action. Whew. And then this is my social strategy. I just give value out without really worrying about what keeping score. Just provide positive value everywhere I go. That is all. And then I maintain my boundaries. 100% responsible for myself. And I'm responsible for my own judgments of other people. It is not their responsibility. They are perfect. The universe is a Buddha trainer. And I'm just kind of here. Okay. Everything rests on the ground of nothingness from which all things come. Improvise. Apple. Triangle. Pyramid. Frog. Okay, where do those things come from? I don't know. This is the 5th chakra. Control my tone and volume. And we drive an RV, which means repeat and validate. RV. Dropping in, moment by moment awareness, moment by massive multiplayer on Earth. Whoosh, into the game, superhero landing. Whoosh. And if I fall into the emotional sea, I activate my submarine. Oh, it feels terrible. Great, I'm charging up. So go down. I'm resting in action. And if I got stuck, it's usually in the trauma shield. Watching movies, scrolling Facebook, playing video games, or staying too long in bed. But in the beginning, we wake up in bed, so it's not a trauma shield. We wake up here. We wake up, and then we do our routines, and then we have free time to build the universe, the life that we want. Build the steps in order to get the really good treats later down the road. Oh, I need to do website and things. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. This is an HP portal of information, products, websites, videos. I'm already doing that. I'm already doing videos. So it's not a complete bust. Okay, this is my problem solving magical cube. Anything I pointed at automatically starts getting solved. And it builds a model in the world. And optimizes the solution. Okay, this is the problem solver. This is the emotional strength training. We start out with health, wealth, relationships. This is what we stand on. If you have that, let's make sure you understand. Well, if you don't do live videos, you don't really need the box of liberation, perhaps. Plus your daily routines, whether you feel like them or not. Control your actions, not your emotions. Do you understand that? That's where people get lost. They try to control their emotions, and if they fail, then it snowballs. Okay. If they have their routines down, and then they understand that they are an emotional immortal, and they take 100% responsibility, they can go into emotional strength training. They can start getting known, connecting, connect. We can reveal things you normally don't reveal. Role play. Different character than you usually play. Start gaining some flexibility. And then to really do some deep emotional strength training, you do some dojo work where you practice attacking or attracting, and you practice getting attracted or getting attacked. So I realize being attracted is like being sold, our ability to sell things, or ability for someone else to persuade us to buy something. So that's both ability to do it and to counter it done to us. And if you really want to, you can, or if you're ready for it, you can work on your childhood trauma. I think of them as like dungeon levels. Intentionally try to activate them, but only do that if you know what you're doing, you have a strong foundation, you do not hurt yourself or others, you are solid in your health, wealth, relationships, you know you control your actions, not your emotions, you are an emotional immortal. Knowing all that, then you can go into the really deep muck and really try to stay there for as long as possible to soak it all up. And at the very base of it is this feeling of not good enough, unless you happen to be the securely attached type, which I am not. This is the cup that never stays full. And then this is the infinite receptivity. Okay. So, right. To the left is the physical world. Oh, wait. I'm running out of speech. So imagine the ground of physical. Oh, I could do it down here. Yeah. Okay. The physical ground of reality. Right. Again, this is health, mental, emotional, physical. And then we want to, this is the, no, this would be, anyways. And at the top will be the highest level, right? Fully embodied spirituality in every moment. I noticed when I was taking a walk that if I put a pause and I walk And then I put a pause, walk, pause, walk. It was very intentional. Felt really good. So physical health and then wealth, 3 places to store things. And then I want to store them in order of how we use them. The priorities are rest, fuel, clean, dress, exercise, stretch, and balance. This is the physical asset underneath them. And then the maintenance required for each of these items. That just requires time, physical space, physical things. Then there's money and debt. Then there's legal. Insurance, things like that. Legal. And then social. Close relationships. Community. And all one. Self-defense. Community self-defense. Boundary work. Teaching emotional self-defense. Teaching boundaries. And using judgments as shadow work. It's all just shadow work anyways. It's all personal development. And then this is just another way to say the same thing. Physical health, wealth, mental, emotional, physical, training, and joy. Okay. Fully embodied spirituality, life purpose, superpower, win-win-win, financial bodhisattva, 1-player game. Here are my business assets, creating a job for myself, relationships, individual people, building a community, all one, self-defense, boundaries, shadow work. Okay. Relationship shadow work. Ooh, that's interesting. Dimensions of reality. The overarching strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4 roots of reality. 1, 2, 3, 4 hypergame strategies. The only thing I can't fit is the resets and the rules. But that's the control panel so far. I have the 5 rules, the 5 statements, 5-line phrase, 5 lines, the 5 desires, the 5 statements. And I just draw that over and over in more detail on my paper. Yep, that's what I'm working on. Is to get this into my subconscious, into my system 1, so it doesn't have to think about it. It just pops out. And I memorized the alphabet. It's 26 letters. I never knew quite how many letters, but now I can visualize it, I can see it. I could even say them backwards if I wanted to. Let's try it. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. That's just proving to myself I can memorize something visually in 2 days. And I'm just picking something where I know I'll always have some use for it somewhere, even if it's a party trick, to memorize the alphabet, to be able to see it visually. And I wonder what else I can memorize to see visually, because I don't have a system for memorizing names yet, and I'm working on it. I'm sure there are systems somewhere out there in memory techniques, I just haven't found them yet. So I'm just starting with the alphabet. What do all names have in common? At least the ones that use the alphabet. English alphabet, well, the alphabet. So that's what I'm starting with. Right. Oh, there's crow. Character. Relationships. Or, objective. And where. Okay. Philosophies. Maybe that's the character. Voice. Attitude. Posture. Those are the comedy improv character prompts. So I have social, experiential, emotional, symbolic. Ooh, that's what I don't have. This is plan, like a physical plan for what to do. And I'm going to do it and then let's have fun doing exactly the same thing but creating a game out of it, seeing the entire picture. So fun, play, full out. This is what I've been doing with my time, is training the system, calming my nervous system, doing shadow work, trying to feel as bad as possible, to feel as small as possible. Because the longer I can stay inside the emotional sea, the more of that emotion I'm absorbing, so the sea gets lower and lower. And I build the strength to be able to handle these emotions, because they're just emotions. And then I can go into, so these are the emotional trauma levels, like Mario. They go down. All right. This is emotional strength training. All right. I am tired. It is almost midnight. And it is 1 hour and 15 minutes. All right. I love you all. This is a video diary of where I am. This is my work. This is my science of my own life, plotted in visual form. So I could redraw this entire thing from memory. And it's all fractals too. You know, this all exists in this one right there. This exists right here. This whole middle part is this middle part here. The emotional sea gets expanded to here, 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 here. Free time, dot, 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 free time, dot, dot, dot. So this part is the tricky part. Oh, this part must be the project management. Ooh. But I'm also plotting it according to wealth creation here and life purpose here, and doing emotional strength training and managing my physical reality, physical ground of reality. This is the entire map of the campus. Ooh, good one. This is the EMU Campus. Enlightened Mastery University. EMU Campus. I like it. Aww. This is the EMU Campus. There's so many things. And it's all from my memory, alright? Every single time. So, I think this is an amplification of memory as well. Yep, this is what I'm offering the world. I just need to get out there. And every single day. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I got this. The world needs this. All the other versions of me needs this. And I think I can pull a decent income. I can write books. I can draw. I can do a lot of things. So I am valuable. Even without this, I am hypothetically valuable, but I couldn't feel it. Nobody gave me that. But I'm absolutely proving it to myself. This is what I have to offer the world. Oh, I don't even have the little enlightened mastery. Here, enlightened mastery. I've learned to draw in just one line, just quick. Just quick. That's one of the tricks that I've really been building over these years. It's just quick. Do it, put it away, do a new one, put it away, do a new one, and that's just getting faster and faster and faster and better and cleaner. Well, cleaner is not necessary. It's all about speed and repetition. getting better will happen over time. Alright, so this is the EMU Campus. It's starting to come together. There's just... There's the other parts of... You know what? Leave it. Okay. This is good. This is good right now. Okay. Alright. That's the longest video yet. I love you all. And as always, my definition of love means the desire for that which I love to survive and thrive. Ownership has nothing to do with it. Okay. So I love you all. I hope you all survive and thrive, because you are all just different versions of me. And, you know, in case I reincarnate into any other bodies after this one, like, I want them all to be well so that it just helps everything. Ooh, that's an interesting philosophy. If I believe in reincarnation, I'm just setting the groundwork for myself to have a better life next incarnation. Next reincarnation. That's interesting. Anyways, love you all. Bye.